Hi, and another warm welcome to Alsco Heating. Again, it's a cold February morning, and we're sitting in the radiator store, so we're feeling it a little bit. Anyway, today we're going to talk about the difference between convected heat and radiant heat, because a lot of people think that heating is just heating, but that's not really the case. If you think of an open fire, all the hot air in an open fire in your living room is going up the chimney, and the heat that you feel is the radiant heat from the flames. And it's the same with a stove. If you think about a stove, a wood burning stove, all the hot air is going up the chimney, and your radiant heat is the heat that you're feeling, and it's the cosier sort of heat, and most people say that. Now, there's a big difference between convected heat and radiant heat. Convected heat is produced in a lot of storage heaters and convector heaters, and basically they produce hot air which comes out of the top and it goes up to the ceiling, warms the ceiling up, and if you're very tall you maybe get a warm head, and then it gradually kind of works its way back down. Now, radiant heat on the other hand goes in a straight line and it warms up the objects that it hits. So radiant heat is much more immediate, it's much better, and it's cosier. And I think that's a crucial thing as well, cosier heat. So a lot of people that buy our heaters are basically changing from storage heaters. Storage heaters are basically convector heaters, because all the warm air comes out of the grill at the top, goes up to the ceiling and then gradually works its way down. Now that's very inefficient. This is an example of our German heaters, and here we've got a little bit of convected heat, but we've also got an awful lot of radiant heat. And the whole idea of these flutes is to give a much bigger surface area than the actual size of the heater. In fact, it's 5 times bigger than the size of the heater. Bigger surface area, you get more radiant heat. So that is the best type of heat. It's the cosy heat that people like, and that's what you get from these heaters. The other factor which we will look at in another video is the energy efficiency, and the fact that radiant heat, whether it's produced from these or it can be produced from what's called a far infrared heater, which this is an example, is much more energy efficient. And because it's much more energy efficient, it means that it costs you a lot less to run. And these are all very crucial factors. So in all our heating solutions that we offer, we're looking at 2 things: energy efficiency, trying to save you money on your bills, energy bills, and also a cosier heat. Hope that helps.